So we have not yet discussed the time complexity of all the 4 or the 5 questions that we discussed. And in general, we never got around to discussing the time complexity of binary search. So in this video, I intend to do so. Generally, the time complexity that we will measure will be in terms of the number of operations that a particular code takes or runs. So if you see the actual binary search, you have a loop that's running, and it is running as long as you have a search space greater than 1 in size, and there are certain operations that you are doing which are all constant time operations, right? These are all operations which take order 1 time. So if you see the total number of operations that you eventually will end up doing, let's say you had 4 lines in the while loop without any loss of generality, it will be 4 into order 1 into the number of times the loop runs. So now the only part that we are left with is trying to compute what is the number of times this loop runs. So how can you go about doing this? If you see this, in this loop, your input size or your search space is reducing by half in 1 iteration, right? So in 1 iteration of this loop, you are going from a search space of size n to a search space of size n by 2. So now the question is, in how many iterations will you get to a search space of size 1? So it's unitary method, right? If in 1 iteration you go from, you half it, in how many iterations will you go to a search space of size 1? So let's say the number of iterations there is k, right? So what does that basically mean? That means that you are essentially, you have k iterations, and in every iteration, if you are reducing by k, this has to become 1. N by 2 to the power k has to become 1, right? Because, so now if you solve this k basically becomes log n to the base 2. So then the time complexity of this binary search becomes 4 into order 1 into log n to the base 2. So this is nothing but order log n. And now if we go ahead and talk about the time complexities of each of the 5 questions that we did. So first question that we did was finding the first or the last occurrence of an element. There, if you see, you just had a while loop, and in the while loop you were doing order 1 operations. So the complexity of this question is order log n to the base 2 always. If you see the second question that we did, which was finding the peak in a mountain. So in that question, again, you had the same pattern. You just had a while loop with order 1 operations in the loop, and that while loop ran for log n times. So again, the complexity of this also becomes order log n. The third question that we did was finding the minimum in rotated sorted array. There again, if you see the while loop, it had order 1 operations in all the statements in the while loop. So again, this will also take order log n time. Fourth question, if you see the divisors question, the smallest divisor question. Now it's a little tricky here. You have a while loop, but you are not doing constant time operation in all the lines of that while loop. Specifically, if you see or if you try to recollect the decision and the part where you are computing the predicate, that predicate computation is no longer order one time, right? Because in the predicate computation you are going through the entire array and dividing each element of the array with the divisor taking the sum. So in every iteration of this outer while loop, you are not doing constant time work, you are doing order n work. So in every iteration of the while loop, we are doing order n work. Why? Because you are going through the array and you are taking the sum by dividing. So the predicate computation itself is order n time. So order n work. And now how many iterations of this loop are you running? That's basically log of the search space size, right? So the number of iterations of this loop is, if you remember the search space that we had, the search space was from 1 to the max of array I, right? So the number of iterations is now then log of max of the array I, which is the largest number in the array, to the base 2. So the time complexity of this becomes n order n, so order of n into log of max of array I. And again, one more time, I just told you the time complexity of binary search. We said that we are interested in finding the number of operations that we are effectively doing in this binary search. So we said that we have a while loop inside which we are generally doing constant time work. All the statements can be executed in constant time. So then the time complexity of binary search is nothing but the number of times this loop runs. So how do we compute the number of times this loop runs? There I just told you that if you think about how is your search space reducing, you are basically saying that my search space is decreasing by half or reducing by half in every iteration. So how many iterations will it take for your search space to become 1? So that computation we did here. We said that if k is the number of iterations that it takes for the search space to be reduced to 1, then this expression has to become true. That is, what is this expression? N is the total original search space size. So you had n search space of size n to begin with, and in every step you are halving it. So if you do k operations, by the end of k operations, your search space should have become 1. So n by 2 to the power k has to become 1, which tells us that the number of iterations is log n. And then we started looking at the time complexity of each of the problems. So the fourth problem that we did was a little tricky, because in the while loop we were no longer doing order 1 operations. The predicate computation was taking order n time because we were going through the array. So the complexity then becomes n, because in one iteration you are doing n work. So in log of max array I operation iterations, how much work will you do? N into that. So that's why the time complexity became n into log of the size of the search space. So what is the size of the search space? Our search space was from 1 to max of array I. So it is log of max of array I. So whatever is the largest number in the array, the logarithm of that into the size of the array is the time complexity of this question. The fifth question, the capacity shift question, is also similar to this. What was our search space? Our search space was from the max of array I to the sum of array I. And again, if you see the predicate computation in the while loop, you were doing order n work because you were going through the entire packages array and computing the number of trips it would take, right? So that took order n time. So the complexity of this will also become order n into the size of logarithm of the size of the search space. So what is the log of size of this search space? It is sum of array I minus max array I. So which is roughly sum of array I itself. So this is the time complexity of this particular question.